How are you guys doing? Today is Monday, May 17th, 2021, out here in this quarantine. I'm James Sims, and for this episode of The Elite, now that the 2020-2021 NBA season is over, I think I'm going to use this episode to introduce a new playoff format that the NBA is introducing just to open up more opportunities to 4 extra teams in the NBA. So the NBA this season has composed an NBA play-in tournament. I'm not sure if this is temporary because the NBA shortened their season 10 games, but nonetheless, this is what they're doing. So they have the top 6 teams from each team that make it. Like they are officially locked into their spots. So the 4 seed will play the 5 seeds, and the 3 seeds will play the 6 seeds. Really quickly looking at how the NBA, how that would shape up. Specifically in the Eastern Conference, it is already set that the New York Knicks in the 4th seed will play against the Atlanta Hawks in the 5th seed, and then the 3rd seed Milwaukee Bucks will play against the Miami Heat in the 6th seed. Like those matchups are set. And then the West, the 4 seed Los Angeles Clippers are going to host the Dallas Mavericks, and then the 3rd seed Denver Nuggets are going to host the 6th seed Portland Trailblazers. What's really up for grabs are the 7 and 8 seeds for who's going to play against the 1 and 2 matchups. So what they're going to do, looking at the schedule for Tuesday, and I'm going to walk you through just exactly how this works. They're going to have a first game between the 7 and 8 seeds for both the East and the West, and the winner of that game automatically makes it into the 7th seed. So if the 8th seed beats the 7th seed, they will officially get that. They officially get that title. Using the Lakers and the Warriors as an example, if the Warriors beat the Lakers and the Warriors have the 8th seed right now, they finished the regular season with the 8th best record. But if they beat the Lakers in a 1-game playoff, they will finish with the 7th seed, and they will face off against the Phoenix Suns rather than the Utah Jazz, who had the best record in the NBA. That's the first game. And then you have the 9 and 10 seeds facing off for a chance to play against the team that lost that game. So just like I said, just to give a chance to allow 9 and 10 seeds a chance to at least fight for their playoff lives. In this specific example, if the Warriors were to beat the Lakers, the Warriors would get the 7th seed, even though the Warriors finished with the 8th best record, and the Lakers would have to play against the winner between the Grizzlies and the Spurs. For instance, the 10 seed Spurs could theoretically beat the 7 seed Lakers for the 8th seed in the West. Like that is very possible under this format. And same in the East. If the 10 seed Charlotte Hornets happen to beat the 7 seed Boston Celtics in the second play-in game for the 8th place seed, then yes, the Boston Celtics, who finished the season with the 6th best record in the Eastern Conference, very well could be eliminated from playoff contention and very well could be a lottery team under this new format. So looking out to how it's going to go, starting tomorrow, the first game on TNT will be the 9th versus 10th place game between the Indiana Pacers and the Charlotte Hornets, to give them the team that will play against the loser of the 7-8 matchup. At 9 o'clock, it'll be the 7th place versus 8th place matchup to see who gets the 7th seed. So in this game, it'll be between the Boston Celtics and the Washington Wizards. The Celtics will host the Wizards because the Celtics have the 7th best record. And then the winners of the loser of the 7-8 game will play against the winner of the 9-10 game on Thursday. The time, of course, is to be determined. Probably going to be at 8 o'clock. And then on Wednesday at 7:30, the first match will be on ESPN between the 9th place Memphis Grizzlies and the 10th place San Antonio Spurs. And then following that at 10 o'clock, the 7th place defending champs, by the way, Los Angeles Lakers will host the Golden State Warriors, where both teams are playing incredibly hot, for a chance to see who gets to play against the Phoenix Suns. And looking out east, the Celtics and the Wizards are looking to see who faces off against the Brooklyn Nets round 1, just to give a look at how that's looking. And then the loser of the Warriors-Lakers will face off against the winner of the Spurs-Grizzlies game on Friday. So that is what this week essentially is, as I believe we will head into the weekend or possibly the next week, and that is when the playoffs will start. So it's a very interesting format, and this very well could possibly be the model moving forward. I'm not a hater of it. I am not a big fan of it, but I do believe that it will make it brings a lot more money into the league. It's a very interesting format, and now I guess more teams will have an opportunity to compete to get swept in the first round. But regardless, overall, it's a very interesting format. A lot more people are going to be watching these games than they would have before. Now I would say people care a little bit more about 7, 8 seeds than they did before. So it makes the playoff format more interesting. And with that said, that's everything going on. And once the playoff games have been set, I will preview the first round of the NBA playoffs. And of course, that's how the show works. I want to thank everyone once again for listening to all 5.5 minutes of this piece. Today is Monday, May 17th, 2021, out here in this quarantine. I'm James Sims. I hope all is well. Thanks for listening to my piece, and peace out. I will catch you with another episode after this.